There were a lot of fireworks yesterday evening in the Rajya Sabha, and if you're wondering what exactly happened, I have it decoded for you. In the Rajya Sabha yesterday, the Delhi Services Bill was passed, and clearly by Home Minister Amit Shah, given the numbers that they have in majority. But it was Aam Aadmi Party MP Raghav Chadha who's facing now heat over forged signatures allegedly, and the claims coming in by the Rajya Sabha members. MPs have given notice of breach of privilege notice to Rajya Sabha chairperson for mentioning the names of those MPs without permission. Quoting sources, if the signatures of the 5 MPs on Raghav Chadda's proposal to send NCT Delhi Amendment Bill are found to be fake, then complaint of these MPs, the chairperson may recommend registering an FIR. Basically, he talked about a select committee to which the Delhi Services Bill must be sent, and these are the 5 names that he had given without talking or discussing that with those 5 members of parliament. Defending the charge, Aam Aadmi Party has said that they have given the names of the MP from parties in good faith, that there is no need of a signature consent as per the House rules. The party further defended the MP Raghav Chadda and said the members are free to withdraw their names. Earlier, terming it as a breach of privilege of the House, Amit Shah also added here that this should be sent to Privilege Committee. Amit Shah attacked Aam Aadmi Party, alleging that the party was committing a fraud in the parliamentary committee. Here's what Raghav Chadda said after he walked out from the Rajya Sabha, and then what is the reaction of other ministers.
I will respond. My dear friend, no signature is needed. मुझे जब नोटिस आएगा मैं उसका खुल के जवाब दूंगा. थर्ड राउंड ऑफ जुडिशियल स्क्रूटनी बना है, इसकी संवैधानिक पीठ जो है, ये भी मेरा विश्वास है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल के और लोकतंत्र के हक में फैसला देगी.
मान्यवर, ये 5 सदस्यों का नाम आसन की ओर से उद्घोषित किया जाए या उनको बोलने की मंजूरी दी जाए और इसका रिकॉर्ड बनाकर, ये प्रिविलेज का मामला है मान्यवर, इसको प्रिविलेज कमेटी में भेजा जाए. हम तो यहाँ चर्चा कर रहे थे, फर्जीवाड़ा दिल्ली सरकार में चल रहा है, ये सदन की कार्यवाही में फर्जीवाड़ा है.
Yeah, I have given the privilege notice to the chairman to inquire that whoever misused my name, this is against privilege, therefore to take necessary action for misuse that kind of activity.
राघव चड्डा ने सिलेक्ट कमेटी में मेरा नाम रखा, मेरी कोई उससे बात नहीं हुई है, मैंने कोई साइन नहीं की है, एक गलत किया है उसने, और मैंने स्पीकर को भी बता दिया कि मेरा नाम उसने गलत रखा है. मैंने कोई सिलेक्ट कमेटी में उसको मंजूरी नहीं दी है और उस पर जरूरी एक्शन भी लेना चाहिए, वो भी हमने बता दिया है.
There are a number of members of parliament who are there whose names have featured in this resolution, but we had no inkling, neither any clue that our names have been included. There was no discussion with us in this regard, especially when all of these MPs that we've been supporting the bill. So there was no point of concern about in terms of going for a resolution, especially when we and our parties are supporting the bill. So therefore, I believe this is a clear case of a very shocking incident that has happened. Generally hasn't happened in the House, and the matter was also taken cognizance by the Honourable Home Minister who was there at that point of time. He has also pointed it out, and I'm sure the Honourable Chairman will take appropriate cognizance of the matter and do the needful.
I think the Honourable Home Minister clarified that we had not done anything which had not been done earlier, number one, and this is not for us to usurp the power. This is something more serious. We have merely given shape to something, because between 1991, when that clause was inserted, and 2015, there was never a problem. The problem arose when the Aam Aadmi Party came in here, and they're indulging in such practice.
But the digits are 3 digits. They've crossed the 3-digit mark. They are saying
No, hold on. Hold on. No, they are announced, as they said, somebody said it's what is called a limited marriage. और मुद्दा मैरिज क्या कहते हैं उसको, और किसी ने बोला अपॉर्चुनिस्टिक अलायंस है. उस आज शाम को ढेर सारी गालियां शुरू हो जाएगी.
Let me now bring in Poulomi Saha, and let's talk about the numbers specifically in Rajya Sabha, which the NDA has. And yet the Aam Aadmi Party or the India Bloc opposition are constantly putting out either opposition or bills or motion, for the example, no confidence motion in Lok Sabha today. Let's talk about Poulomi. Yesterday what happened? Because while it was expected that the bill will be passed, it was the signatures or it was the names of these 5 MPs that have got Raghav Chadda into trouble. What happens now? Will there be an FIR against Raghav Chadda?
Well, Pooja, as far as this matter is concerned, already the chair has announced that it will be, of course, referred to the Committee of Privileges, and Raghav Chadha has already said that let me receive a notice from the committee and I will respond over there. He said that there are no signatures that are needed for this. That was his defense as far as announcing the names within this proposed select committee were. But the fact of the matter is, and this is something that Sasmit Patra in fact said in the House itself when he stood up to raise his objection as soon as his name was announced as part of that proposed select committee. He read out a rule which clearly stated that the consent of the members of parliament has to be taken by that person who wants to in fact move the statutory resolution to send the bill to a select committee. And if that said consent is not given, then that name cannot be included. So it's not about a signature. Has their consent been sought? That is what these members were objecting to. That of course includes BJP MPs. They obviously said that we are for the bill, we're with the government. Why would we consent to being part of a select committee which has been proposed by Raghav Chadha to send this bill to? We of course want the bill to be passed in parliament. That includes Narari Amin, Sudhanshu Trivedi and of course Fangnon Konyak.
Yes.
These are the three MPs who are from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Then of course Dr. Sasmit Patra from the BJD. BJD supported the bill. BJD wouldn't want the bill to go into the select committee. Again, very obvious. And then of course comes Dr. Thambi Thurai, who stood up very interestingly and also said that, you know, this is an objection that I wish to raise because my name has been misused, and he of course has reported it to the chair as well.
And also Sasmit Patra of the BJD. What's interesting is, had Raghav Chadha spoken to any of these members perhaps in advance, it could have saved them a lot of trouble, or not mentioned names at all, because that's what the government and the BJP is gunning for Raghav Chadha right now. Thank you so much, Poulomi Saha, for tracking all the latest on that.